Alright, starting the recording once again. And we are back. Just gonna get situated. Everything sounds nice. The tape in sounds nice, looks nice. My volume slider's going nice. Everything is just nice. Nice. Let's continue to slash things with furious vengeance. I am mostly going to be drinking water today. So what did we end up finishing up with yesterday? We beat Avarice. We beat Wrath before then. Also, we might as well get some warm up here. Oh shit! Alright, so that's that. Damn it! Dodge backwards. There we go. Okay, just getting the hang of things again. Oh no, 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 no. Fuck you! That tornado is something evil. But yeah, we can finally turn Super Saiyan 2 now. Here we have the regular Super Saiyan. Okay, I will say one thing though. Getting a lock-on an enemy is actually really difficult at points. When it shouldn't be. No, 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 no! But yeah, I just love how the weapons mechanics... Hey, welcome back to the stream, Graphic. You caught us at the perfect time. So yeah, we're gonna be making our way towards Sloth pretty much immediately. We do need to find our souls again though, because we did die at the end of the last stream. Okay, so he's in the middle one. Fortification. And he fell. He's like, come on, no, no! Okay. Let's take a respite, get fully healed. Now, where's the bulbous fucker? Come on. Yeet! Ow, ow. Ooh. Yeet! Flame on. There we go. Got the bastard. Because yeah, but this wasn't actually where we wanted to go yet, though. Man, some video game sites named Gamerant just... No. Just no. I'm sorry. What? An unplayable mess full of bugs and glitches. Have they played Fallout 76? Don't even compare this to an unplayable mess full of bugs and glitches. That's Fallout 76's fucking territory. I don't care if this is derailing shit. I don't care. I need to rip these people a fucking new butthole. Go ahead. You know, in fact, we're looking at this shit. Go right ahead, link it. I still got it. I still got the link. Don't worry. No, I got the link. So, Gamerant's fucking webpage by Dalton Cooper. After we beat the final boss in Darksiders 3, it showed some cutscenes and then the game transitions to one of its many loading screens. After waiting 5 minutes, it became apparent that Darksiders 3 was perpetually stuck in its loading screen, forcing us to close out of the game completely and redo the last boss. Darksiders 3 is a broken mess of a game, and it's baffling that it's being released to the public in its current state. Players will run into technical issues and glitches more than they will enemies, and considering the sheer number of creatures new hero Fury will come up against, that's saying something. We ran into everything from invisible floors to one rather bizarre bug where we fell off a cliff, Fury disappeared, and then the camera stayed in the chasm for what seemed like an eternity until she finally respawned somewhere elsewhere. The game doesn't just suffer from gameplay bugs. Textures routinely fail to load, despite the constant freeze frame loading screens. And when they do, they're typically washed out and ugly. Audio likes to drop on a semi-frequent basis, sometimes impacting the audio of our entire... Well, there's your fucking problem! You're playing it on a fucking console! Has anyone ever reported on the PS4 having an issue with this game? How many issues have consoles shown with Darksiders 3? Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. At first we suspected it was a technical issue with our PS4 console, but we couldn't replicate it with any other game. So they're claiming that because Darksiders 3 on PS4 is bad, it's a bad game. I'm not gonna tell them to go and play the game on every single piece of hardware. That's actually unreasonable. But they could at least say, we've talked to fellow reviewers who were using a different system, and we came to the same conclusion. No, they're just flat out stating right here, Audio likes to drop on a semi-frequent basis, sometimes impacting the audio for our entire PS4 system. They're mentioning specifically which system they were using. The widespread technical problems make Darksiders 3 impossible to recommend, but even if it weren't for a factor, it would still be. Their website is so broken they can't even have a fucking slash page. Here's his review of the trilogy. Just because it's a remake. They're claiming that it's boring. Motherfucker! What difficulty were you on? Motherfucker, what difficulty were you on? David Cooper, if for some reason one of your readers gets to this fucking VoD in the near future or even now, readers of Dalton Cooper's Game Rant review, what difficulty was he on? If he wasn't apocalyptic and he calls it boring, I'm sorry, motherfucker, this game is anything but fucking boring. What part of it is boring? Because you have to constantly use your varying abilities. You have to be tactical. You have to be cautious when you fight things. The puzzles does have a clever but repetitive. The puzzles Darksiders 3 does have are clever but repetitive. And the game's heavy reliance on its media. What? Yes, it fucking does, because you have to think on your fucking feet. Okay, the whip deals a lot of deals medium balanced damage, but it has enormous reach compared to its slow attack speed. Okay, some enemies are gonna take advantage of that. You dodge that shit, and you use different tactics. For example, you might need faster attacks to stagger them. That's how you beat the massive lava beasts that like go on to generate enough energy to explode and kill you instantly. Oh, fuck off! Oh, fuck off. Yeah. They're... Okay, not to play... Not to go all like, oh, this guy's an idiot. Fury can ease... hold on, let me read the entire paragraph here. The puzzles in Darksiders 3 does have... The puzzles Darksiders 3 does have are clever but repetitive, and the game's heavy reliance on its mediocre combat makes the overall gameplay gameplay experience a drag. The strategy for every enemy is exactly the same, except it isn't, because against harder hitting enemies are usually the ones that are heavily armored. You can't just keep bashing them. You have to get around them. You have to attack them from behind. You have to counter evade them, which requires timing. And timing isn't something you always have. Sometimes you have to back off. You have to rethink your strategy. It isn't just blindly going in and just bashing the shit out of the things. Yes, on the weaker enemies it is, but guess what? There's a key word there. Weaker. And even then, if you get swarmed, you're fucked. Because they will attack you one after the other, stun locking you. And that kind of comes down to what I was about to say. But first, let's continue reading. Let's see. It never really evolves beyond this, even when the new abilities are added to the mix. Fighting multiple enemies enemies forces players to mix things up a bit. But fighting more than one enemy at once is not recommended, as Fury can easily get stuck in a loop where one enemy's attack animation will be replaced by the next one, trapping her against the wall and leading to an annoying cheap death. They were obviously trying to go for a more punishing combat system, in that your attacks will do a lot of damage compared to Wars or even Death's attack loop. Killing loop. But you were very rarely actually punished in those games. You just kind of walked up to everything like an absolute beast and said, fuck it, your attacks do nothing to me. Here you actually have to be a bit more cautious, because guess what? You have a lighter frame. You don't have as much health. You're literally Fury. You are impatience incarnate. You are going to be reckless as a character. And I like the fact that it's more punishing, because that means that you have to think more about what the fuck you're doing. This guy just seems impatient. Darksiders 3's combat goes from mediocre to downright dreadful thanks to its horrendous frame rate. Even when barely anything is going on, the game will chug along, sometimes to the point where it practically looks like a slideshow rather than one cohesive image. Sometimes the frame rate will drop to 53. Sometimes it drops to 30. In a place that I do not understand why, but it's not a combat heavy zone. Since the combat is all about timing dodges, some fights in Darksiders 3 are virtually impossible in higher difficulty settings because of the unreliable frame rate. Fuck you, it isn't. And yes, I'm saying this with someone with a just for reference, people, just for reference. I made this command specifically for this purpose. These are my specs. On this very machine, I have 32 gigs of RAM at 3800 megahertz overclocked. I have a single GeForce GTX 1080. I am using Windows 10. I am using the Logitech G50 502, but I am using the Xbox One controller for combat. You see my motherboard, you see my CPU. Those are my specs. I have had people come into my stream and telling me that they're getting 11 frames a second in AAA games when they have a 1080 Ti. Not every system is going to run the same. However, there's a key difference here. He is running a PS4. All PS4s are exactly the fucking same. Unless there was a manufacturing issue already in the factory. Another reason why you're not supposed to rely heavily on consoles for your gaming. Because if there's a problem with one PS4 on the game, it's most likely 95% of the time going to be the same issue on the other PS4s. Or the same console. Yeah, it's 35 frames max. And people are wondering why I'm bashing on consoles. Because they're running subpar hardware. Yes, sure, you have 4K resolution. 4K isn't perfect yet. I'm still running an old 1080p monitor. I have not even bothered going up to 4K because I know from my limited experience, from my limited knowledge, that 4K is not ready. It just isn't. Hi there, Daniel. Sorry, we were in the middle of playing Darksiders here, and Graphic here in the chat mentions this review, and I'm just... This is a perfect reason. This is a perfect confirmation of why console gaming holds back PCs. Because they have to first code for the consoles, then the PC. It's typically at that point where PC ports are so awful. In this case, it happened to be the other way around. The PC version of Darksiders 3 runs just fine. Would I love it to be 120 FPS? Absolutely! Because that would eliminate most of the problems I've had with the game thus far. in that it tends to drop. But right now it's hard locked to 60 at most. But this guy is slamming it for having technical issues, graphical bugs, textures not loading in or textures being washed out, combat being bad. And he's mentioning everything but one thing. Yep, I was playing this yesterday. And I'm playing it again. Like, this guy is just, he's hammering the fuck out of the game, and I'm not giving him any more fucking attention. I'm just not. I'm not giving it any more fucking attention. He's a console peasant. There, I fucking said it, he's a console peasant. This is the exact reason why I went for PC, and why I'm gonna stick to PC for the rest of my fucking life. Consoles are unreliable. They just are. By fact, not subjectivity, objectivity. And I will die with a smile on my face claiming this. Because it's true. I get so annoyed by people that say like, oh, we need consoles because they breed competitiveness. Yes, they breed competitiveness, but in a really bad way. They breed competitiveness because nobody is willing to put any real fucking effort into the game unless it's for exclusives. That's the only time where they put any fucking effort into their goddamn game. Oh shit, I forgot to enable form. Yeah, expect bad FPS, so don't come fucking complaining to the PC market. Being like, oh, the frame rate's bad. Our game is, the game is bad. 1 out of 5. Play on a fucking decent PC and you'll see a whole fucking world of difference. And a buggy, unplayable mess? Motherfucker, I'm playing it on Apocalyptic. And I'm a decent video gamer at best. Do not come fucking tell me that this game is too hard or too unplayable. I hate fighting games, typically. I really do. So when I see this fuckwit try to spread the word that this is a bad game, like it's fact, does it have problems? Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, the hitbox issues are still not fully fixed. There are still some glaring issues with that end. But they've improved it. They've improved it from the last 2 games. You know, and the funny part is, it's not even the same fucking company that made it the first time around. It's a completely different company.
Come and get me.
And it's obvious from the fucking get-go that this is not your typical Darksiders experience. They're going for a more Dark Souls experience. Lighter Souls experience, if you will. I just get really fucking annoyed by companies that, by game reviewers that are doing this. Like, oh, it's not, I expected Darksiders 2.5. Fuck off, if you did, then you're dumb. It's not even the same fucking company that made it in the first place. 1 second, I'll be looking at that clip momentarily. Wait, what? Wait. Consoles are unreliable. They just are. By fact, not subjectivity, objectivity. Just gonna put this here. And boop. Consoles are unreliable. They just are. By fact, not subjectivity, objectivity. Because Because I grew up... Okay, story time here. And I'm gonna keep recording this because I can't be fucked to edit it out. I mean, I will. During my young years, we're talking 5 to 7 years old, we had a Nintendo Entertainment System. Then we had a second Nintendo Entertainment System. Then we had a third, a fourth. Until we moved on to the Dreamcast. Then we had a second Dreamcast. We had 5 more controllers. We had a third Dreamcast because before we finally got ourselves our first ever Xbox vanilla console. Back then it was just an Xbox. 2 Xboxes later, we get a single Xbox 360. Which I think I still have somewhere around here, but I refuse to open it up. Eventually, I get myself a PC, and I've never had an issue since then. I have been forced to upgrade, yes. Meanwhile, the Xbox 360 still has 15-year-old hardware. That was never updated until the Xbox One. The Xbox 360 had the same hardware. Meanwhile, I kept upgrading my PC, making it better and better. Meanwhile, people on the 360 were getting so fucking shat on because of its horrible frame rate, its horrible hardware. Already when it came out, it was horrible hardware because it didn't support higher than 720p fucking resolutions at most. It ran like shit, it felt like shit, it played like shit. And the controllers were shit. Especially for someone with fucking meat hooks for hands. To give you guys some context, here we have a bottle of Kraken. Let's see, do I still have... Here we have a 1.5 liter of Pepsi Max Lime. Do you see how fucking enormous my hand is? The Xbox 360 controller sucked balls. Meanwhile, I had so much customizability with the PC that I could get everything from like this tiny little mouse that wasn't even more than 15 millimeters in length to a mouse that fits my hand fucking perfectly for the same price that I could get a fucking controller. And I loved the original Xbox controller because it was perfectly sized. Now, it was too big for most people, but for me, that was a perfect size. But my point that I'm trying to make here is, every single one of my consoles broke down within half a year. The controllers broke because I was a violent kid, but never did I ever physically beat up my consoles. Okay, maybe one of my 360s I did because I was a very angry kid. But never did I beat up any of my NESs, never did I beat up any of my Dreamcasts, nor did I ever beat up any of my Xbox Classics. But because they always broke down because they had faulty hardware and shite firmware coding. No. I'm just trying to explain this command right here. Because that doesn't really give a whole lot of context. Oh shit, Pine's here. How you doing, Pine? Speaking of technical issues, what happened yesterday, Pine? I was gonna watch your stream. Didn't you hosted someone up? It's like, huh? Yeah, I kind of just got massively triggered by this article that Graphic linked in the chat a while ago. I'll relink it because, oh boy, this got me proper fucking triggered. This fuckwit. Oh, this fuckwit got me triggered. Something fierce. Oh, it chains! I didn't know. I never actually noticed that. Yeet! That actually ripped them all apart. Ooh. That actually ripped them all apart. Basically, oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, we need to go through here, but then what? So I'm trying to get to where Sloth is, and you can see up in the compass, at the compass up there, the skull right now is Sloth, I would assume, like where to go to find him. The Cuphead reviewer had a brother. What? I don't know what that's about, Sandler. Basically, he chalks up that this game is horrible because he was playing it on the PS4. Almost like as he was stating that the game was horrible because he had a bad experience. Fucking Christ, I need to focus. And not once during the entire review does he mention what difficulty he's on. Because I guess he's a bitch. A bitch that can't own up to the fact that he sucks at the game. I suck at the game! It took me like fucking half an hour to beat Avarice. A boss that was supposedly so fucking easy, some could do it in their sleep. Reviewers nowadays, man. Like, the Steam reviews are showing that this game is nearly into the negatives. First of all, look at the fucking environments. This is all on the maximum graphics. But does this not at least look fucking good? For a game that had supposedly $10 million as a budget. $10 million. I mean, personally for me, I don't view Jim Sterling. I've been meaning to ever since TB, when TB was still alive. He really recommended him. But I just haven't had the time to watch any of his videos yet. And yeah, exactly. You just cannot compare consoles to PCs because they play entirely differently. Yeah, it's just review on the PS4, which has... Okay, no, it's definitely not a 10. It's not a 10 by any means. Like, it does have some frame stutters that just don't make any sense. And yeah, like, I get the argument of, like, setting a high bar for this game, because it is following in the footsteps of Darksiders 2. Yeah, very easily. They could definitely have just said, like, fuck it, we just can't afford it anymore. And, like, it honestly looks beautiful for a $10 million game. Like, just the way the hair acts differently during the different hair transformations. Oh yeah. And personally, I find that Darksiders 2 is more mechanically in depth than Darksiders 1, but I think as a testing ground to see if Darksiders was ever going to be a thing, I think Darksiders 1 is more important than 2. Fire on this. And yeah, the dodging, it does get kind of boring. I mean, not boring, repetitive after a while, but... Isn't that the same? Okay, I got kind of wrecked there. But it's obvious from the very first get-go that if you've ever seen combat from Dark Souls, you'll know exactly where this game is trying to go. It's trying to go the route of Dark Souls. And while it's definitely Dark Souls light, it's not a bad effort by any means. Are the checkpoints too punishing in my opinion? Yeah. It takes too long to get back to where you were. But that just makes you have to be more careful in combat. Wasn't that a 3-hit? Like, other issues with the game, abso-fucking-lutely. Like, sometimes it does feel cheap when certain hits do hit, because they don't look like they're supposed to. But it's like, the way I heard it being worded was that it was an unplayable mess of technical issues and bug galore. I haven't had a single crash, nor has any attack really felt bad. The combat is meaty, the combat is fast, the combat is heavy, and the combat feels fair, as long as you keep a fucking eye open. Like, you can't just go rushing into every single enemy like you used to be able to with war and death. Like, you just can't. You'll die. Because this world is filled with demonic beasts that will rip your asshole apart. And people being idiots, being like, oh, why isn't this game's too hard. It just makes me go, fuck off. Like, seriously, get fucked. And again, they haven't mentioned once what difficulty they're on. I'm on apocalyptic. I will say that one of my glaring issues with the game right now is the lock-on system is very piss poor. Like, it takes some effort locking onto people, and that they could definitely fix. Ah, shit. And yeah, sometimes a game doesn't necessarily have to be like overtly hard like Dark Souls. But there are 4 lower difficulty settings to the fucking game. There's a difficulty called story. If you're only going after the game to learn about the story and get the review from there, then play the story difficulty. Like, don't pull an Aaron Hansen / Ego Raptor and say the game is bad because you're not paying the fuck attention. Yeah, I'll try to focus. Ugh. It's just, I just get so fucking irritated by people saying like, oh, this is a buggy piece of shit that doesn't work. When it clearly is their fucking system that's at fault. And I said this earlier as well. Like, it's fine if you claim this, if you just go and say as well that, oh, we have collaborated with other reviewers to figure out, oh, is it just this specific console that's at fault, or is it our specific setup that's buggy? No, they just slam the game. They don't slam their own shit for potentially having a problem. I say this constantly. Just because I'm having a good experience with the game on a performance-based level doesn't mean that it's the same for everybody. And clearly, in this case, that's exactly what's happened. And like, yes, this game does not play exactly the same way as the other games do. Not by any fucking means ever. For once, you have to be actually clever about how you play. You have to have reaction speeds. You have to be not an idiot. Which, considering how many times I died to avarice, really tells me that I'm a fucking idiot sometimes. Okay, so that's how we get up from here again. Oh shit! I thought that was a different enemy. Oh shit! There's another one. Like, how can they claim that this game does not have varied combat when you have at least... I thought the whole point of the whole... Yeah, exactly. Like, War is all about the hack and slash God of War gameplay. Death is definitely more about the loot grinder, because you literally have different weapons, different armor pieces that you need to collect. It's more of a traditional level up RPG. This is definitely supposed to be more of a challenging Souls-like experience. And like, it's so obvious if you just pay the fuck attention. Which most people don't, apparently, according to the reviews. And it's like, you just feel the vitriol in the guys' review about the game. It's like, this is not your typical Darksiders experience. Therefore, it is utter garbage. Like, yes, if you are an established comedy channel that, like, rips apart games for the fun of it, and not take it seriously, then fine. But you're a respected fucking games channel, games article site. You can't be claiming that, oh, we just don't understand the review, when you don't go in depth enough. Because clearly they haven't. So many of the problems that this guy mentioned are completely null and void by one simple word: consoles. Am I a PC Master Race guy? Yeah. And that would make sense. Okay, so how do I... Oh, so they still shot me while I was in the water. Shit. Thing is, I don't even know if this guy's one of the traditional game reviewers who are genuinely upset with this game, or if they're just one of the reviewers that are just trying to clickbait people. I genuinely do not know. Because there are some reports that some game reviewers just post their reviews like this just to get clicks. And I get why. They need the revenue. But you're deceiving people. You're literally demonizing the game just because you want the additional 2 cents off of the 1 or 2 fucking eyeballs you get. And if there's anything that I absolutely fucking detest, it's dishonesty while having a following. It's the same reason why I hold game reviewers to such high standards. You have the eyeballs of so many people, old and young. You gotta have more responsibility with it. You can't just say, oh, well, people should just use their own mind. They come for you because they can't make up their minds, obviously. And when people act like this, being like, oh, it's our fault because we bought into the game even though this reviewer told us not to. You're not at fault. It's the game reviewer's own personal responsibility to make sure that you are not deceived by the game. Because I have already personally been burnt by a game in the past because it didn't promote itself properly. Like, take Colonial Marines, for example. Here in Sweden and most of the fucking world, the game was being promoted... Also, that's actually a nice detail. I'll go into that in a moment. The game was being presented with this beautiful demo, like, absolutely stunning graphics for 2012. Oh shit, he was already dead. And it was genuinely a good demo that promised a lot of things. Clever AI from the Xenos, good gunplay, really great storyline, like a storyline that was bound to the main story of the movies. What ended up being was a fucking piece of shit of a mess. That was a complete fucking fuck up. Most likely, yeah. I think this is actually... Okay, I don't want to sound paranoid here, but I think this is a case of they put a game reviewer who reviews a certain type of games, exclusively a certain type of game, like game genre, and put them on Darksiders 3 because they didn't have anyone else to do it. And because he didn't understand or fully grasp how to play the game properly, he just gave it a shitty-ass score review because he knows that negativity breeds curiosity. Like, this has been a problem for many years for certain games and the reviews. Yeah, which is why I took a more objective eye on Fallout 76 and played it for myself. And yes, it is the old adage of playing a game with a friend is way more fun than playing it on your own. Especially Fallout 76. And while we did have a massive amount of fun and didn't understand why the game had so many bugs, which we didn't actually experience, we still saw that yes, it did have bugs. We weren't being blind to them. I think what would have actually have satisfied most of the players of Fallout 76 would have been, don't see this as a Fallout game. Ignore the label. It's not a Fallout game. See this as an post-apocalyptic, post-nuclear apocalyptic, first-person shooter with some leveling mechanics, some card stacking mechanics, and honestly a really shitty aimbot system called VATS. Look at it like that and come back to me without the thought of Fallout in your head. I think you'll see a whole different game. Because people were wanting a continuation of the same quality of game that Fallout 4 was. Not saying that Fallout 4 was better than Fallout 3 or New Vegas. I'm just saying that for me, personally, I despised Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Because their gunplay was utter fucking garbage. And that's exactly what Fallout 4 fixed for me. The gunplay was so much better in the fourth game. And yes, well, some things did suffer as a consequence of that. Mainly, the dialogue system was really neutered to high hell. Or rather, down low to hell. The gunplay just made up for it, in my opinion. Because I never gave a shit about the story. It was convoluted, it was bad, it was universally recognized as a bad story. But does that make it an automatic 10 out of 10 because I'm not looking at it as a Fallout game? No! We still had connection issues, we still had bugs, we had the invisible player bug most of the time. And that is inexcusable, like regardless of how you look at the game. But it isn't an absolute fucking mess. Until we got to our own set of bugs, in which case, yes, it was totally a fucking mess. People need to learn objectivity with game reviews nowadays. Wait, they complain about Darksiders 3 having a... I'm not even surprised by that. It's like, do not come and tell me that this game has horrible sound design. Or hell, even sound quality. Because I'll actually rip you an asshole. Yes, could the camera be fixed? Because honestly, the combat is kind of hampered by the poor camera angles. It really is. Like, sometimes I'm being fucked over because the camera is angling me so I don't know the distance between me and my target. But that is something so easily fixed, I think. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, a Darksiders 3 fanboy on this. I'm looking at it from the perspective of a gamer. Like, the puzzles are clever. They don't spell everything out. Puzzles don't need to. They give you a set of tools, they give you a puzzle, and tell you, finish this. I'd say that it's more closer to a 7 at this point, not a 7.5. But then again, my review scaling is more in the hundreds. Like, I scale my games from 1 to 100. Because I find that a 10 out of 10, like a score of 1 out of 10, is not really accurate enough. Like, it leaves too much to the imagination.
What would you ask?
At least, in my opinion. And that's how I scale my reviews. Because then if I want to do decimals, I can do 75.2, which is a bit abstract, but
As you wish.
10 out of 10 versus 100 out of 100 is a bit more different. And it's scaled to a whole nother degree. And yeah, about always trying to game myself. I do, even though I've gone on a rant against this David Cooper guy, I will still look at a review first before I try the actual game. And that comes down to my own personal problem. In that I was pre-ordering every single game I could when I was younger. And it bit me in the ass something fierce. Like, I regret doing all of that shit already by today.
Goody, take your time.
No, I don't want to sell that. I don't want to sell. There we go. Let's see. No. Yeah, I still kind of want this.
As you wish.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to go like, okay, you have an opinion, I do understand that, but... And if you're just alone... If it's just like, oh, I just have this opinion, you shouldn't be bothered by it, then fair enough, but... When you have a following... That's what you have to consider. Am I doing more problems than I'm fixing? Am I creating more problems than I'm fixing? And in this case, I have to say without a shadow of a doubt, yes, this guy has caused more issues than he's fixed. He hasn't fixed any of the issues with... Okay, I'm wording it a bit wrong. I'm not wording it correctly. What I'm trying to say is, he hasn't alleviated any of my concerns about the game. In fact, he's been pointing out problems with the game that the game doesn't have. Maybe it has exclusively on PS4, and fair enough, they should fix that. I'm not denying that. What I am saying is, this guy doesn't seem to even have looked at the other console versions, or even looked at other reviews to see, okay, is it just the PS4 that's having an issue, and should I potentially look at it from that point of view? He just says openly, this game's garbage, 1 out of 5. Because he personally had an issue with it. You have to look at game reviewing, like, overall. You can't just look at the one fucking example. That's not how you... You know, let's go havoc on this shit. And like, this looks bad, huh? This looks bad. Okay, well, they kind of ripped me apart after I was done with them. And I really need duration on that Havoc form. Fucking Christ. But hey, at the very least, I'm very close. And I didn't lose any souls, so that's good. And like, I really wanna... I actually do want to talk to Z-Log as well. To see if he actually has the same issues. Because I know for a fact that he's on PC. He's a PC-centric channel just like me. Okay, get him out of the way. Shit! Okay, here we go.
You're no match for me.
Yeah! Okay. That was a bit of a really difficult fight. Oh. Let's take a small... Oh, I can't. Alright. Was that the Wilhelm scream? Oh shit, that's gonna be bad. Actually, no, let's go fire. That was the fucking Wilhelm scream! Fuck my life! Oh shit, this is bad. Not the game, the situation right now. Well then. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, just more health. I think that was a good fucking 40 minutes of a rant. Holy shit. Yeah, those are all people. Good. You know, I'm just gonna ignore him, actually. La la la. I said la 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 la. Oh, it's not showing off fucking... Okay, there's one. They're on those souls. Okay, he's moving over there. Okay, I just need him to get over here. So I can fight him one-on-one. Shit! Yeah, I really hope that they go with that. No, no, no. Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. Heal? No? Okay, Oh my god. Totally not clenched. I'm just gonna ignore that that ever happened. Okay. ripped apart. Motherfucker owl! And yeah, I really do wonder how his weapons are gonna be. I think at least we're gonna have a dagger. I'm hoping. Okay, no, there's not. Or is there? Nope. Can we go this way? Yeah. Meanwhile, I picked Apocalyptic because I'm a fucking sadist. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, son of a bitch. Gotcha. What the? Hey, Neko. Oh, what the hell?
What are you doing there? Where do you think you're taking her?
Did I get poisoned? Was that supposed to happen?
What happened? Where am I?
Mistress, how do you feel?
Not great. The harvester?
It would appear you have been saved for later. An afternoon snack, perhaps.
Wait, so I could have actually have avoided that. That is awesome, actually. Okay, so we can't go there yet. Yeah, yeet! $7.6. Nice. Let's keep going with lightning. Actually, no, fire. You never saw that. Oh, that's now you kind of know how I felt when I was playing Vampire, and one of my streamer colleagues came in and just said like, "Huh, that never happened to me during that fight." That's impressive. Huh. Oh shit. Boosh! Lightning. Kaboosh!
You're no match for me.
Yeet! It's just how seamless it is to just transform between the two forms. Ooh, that was very much worth. Okay, so I think that's where we came from. Huh, should have probably just jumped here, huh? Actually, no, let's go fire. Because these fuckers are fast. Get fucked. Ha! Back off. Heal. No, no, no. No! What the? Alright. Don't get how that fucking connected, but whatever. It's fine. Wait, no. Game. You're not serious. Wait, so do we have to fight that chick again? Or can we actually just flat out beat her? Because I don't see how I'm supposed to get through all of this in one go. That is a tad too... Not good. I was just saying that to comfort me. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, popping a Chaos Crystal there was definitely worth. I mean, Wrath Crystal. Whew. Don't need that yet. No more? No fight? Really? Bitch is fucking afraid of me!
Bastards never stood a chance, did they?
Jesus.
Earthlings of any species.
Perhaps you can light the way with your scintillating personality.
Was that a burn?
If so, do it quietly. I don't think we're alone.
There's a run. Ooh. I think I already have it though. Yeah, I think I already have that on the Chains of Scorn. Yeah. This is the one. Alright. Shit! Well, I fucking ripped him a new one. Okay, motherfucker, I'll rip you apart and incinerate you then. Allfather Gamer, welcome to the stream. Sweet. Is it a 1 out of 5? Oh god. As I've heard so scathingly from all great game rant reviews. Well, that one was kind of obvious. .5, dude. Like. Seriously, a 1 out of 5. Why? Why would you ever give this game out? Okay, I actually need to pop another frenzy because that's actually very fun. We'll take a fortification shot in that case. Oh my god, yes! Volgrim, be blessed!
Take your time.
I don't think I need damage, I think I need speed.
And as you wish. Farewell for now.
Oh, and the fortification one is running out. Oh shit! It's a fucking abomination, Lisk. Boom! No, get away. Heal up. Boosh! I'll rip you a new one! Oh. Healing up? Yeah. A nice compensator to be sure. What difficulty? Someone apocalyptic. Just ripping him apart. I still need to get back to my souls, though. Out of me way. I don't know what you mean, graphic. I don't know what you mean with that comment. Fucking avarice. Fuck avarice. Fuck that fight. Oh shit. Hey, rejuvenation core. Sweet. Really? No, 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 no. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was too close for comfort. Yes, another Frenchy shot. Sounds like I'm saying Frenchy. As in the French. We've all been there, dude. We've all been there. Not with this game necessarily, but definitely with other games. Nope, get away from the corner. Shit! Fuck it. I just need the health right now. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for this to run out, because I'm not gonna get caught up in there. Whoa, I did not know those good things can throw things. I don't have a PS4, so I can't play it.
Mistress, your talisman.
We're close. This time you watch. You do not speak.
There's something behind there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. Although I did actually want the health regenerated anyway, so... Here we go, boys.
Fury. Fantastic.
Your day of reckoning is at hand, Sloth. You will be judged in combat like all the others.
Darling, please. Do I look like I'll be fighting anything or anyone anytime soon?
You have no choice.
There's always a choice, darling. I choose not to choose. Too much of a bother. I laugh at you, but it's too much effort. Don't take offense. You're playing your part well in our wee morality play. But really, why bother? It's the apocalypse. Woo. I'm completely over it. My sole concern is comfort.
That sounds familiar.
Oh, Father Gabriel, thanks so much for the follow.
By many minions for that. It's all they live for. You should try it. I'll spot you a few slaves if you'll just relax.
I shall once you and your kin lie dead. I only hope the rest put up more of a fight than you.
Let's see if this fight is actually harder than that, because if that case, I'm gonna
Stand
die.
or fall. It matters not to me. You understand, don't you, horseman? The futility of it. Why not join me? Take a load off and enjoy the nothingness. I bet you'd take to it quite easily.
Would you abandon your mission?
No.
Is that so? The Great Fury would not allow herself to fall prey to such a creature. Are you truly up to the task?
Abso-fucking-lutely! Let's fucking go. Ow. You know, for someone who's very lazy, he seems to be the one attacking. Get rid of the minions. Just for his attacks. Don't give a shit about the others.
blood that here during agony, and rough and clutching and burning. For what?
Let's deal with his minions before they start overwhelming me.
The least you can do is momentarily entertain.
Almost missed that. There we go.
You owe me a throne, but I'll settle for your head.
Ow. Whoa, he killed me instantly. I was gonna go and heal. Fuck's sakes. Yes, I'm fully aware again. Really? All the way back here? Fine. I'll just go for it. Fuck it. Oh my god, fuck off! Wasting my fucking precious life. Gonna have to use a fucking healing shot for that. Already on it. Gotta go fast! There he is, the fat bastard. Let's go grab our souls first.
That one clean up this stupid smear of a horse.
You know, fuck it, I think I need to go for lightning. Because I need those tornadoes. I could have sworn I hit the fucking dodge button. There we go. Okay.
You owe me a throne, but I'll settle for your head.
Swipe. Swipe.
Well, it isn't even work, is it? It's just a game. A silly, pointless game.
Okay. Okay, what is going on? There we go. Now I'm getting timing down.
Next, the least you can do is momentarily entertain.
Let's see. No, not yet. I was right on it. Come on. There we go. Back off, back off.
I don't even have energy left to taunt you. Kill you? Yes, but no more taunting.
Then stop speaking, maybe. Save your energy for when I'm about to slice you open, like a goddamn frog experiment. Science class. Kaboosh!
In her, you are amazing. Has been well
Boosh! Oh, he takes like no damage from lightning. Shit, that hurt. There you go, you fat bastard. Oh, shit. Okay, second try. I knew it looks me. I wonder if that's a reference to the clip. Alright, let's just speedrun all the way to the boss. Oh my fucking lord! Actually died. Okay, wow, I just got destroyed before I even could leave. Alright, alright. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. 10 out of 10 clip. Oh, you got no clue how angry I was in that moment. Oh my god. Just keep running, 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 running. Running down the river. Yeah. It? Oh my god. Avarice. We got him halfway done last time. So we're doing good. We're doing good. There we go, recovering all of my souls. Once again, go lightning, because that was actually very effective against this part. No, oh, what? That was a new attack. Suck your dick! Ow. Okay, he seems to be a bit more aggressive this time around. Yes, he's very more aggressive, very much more aggressive this time around. Oh my lord. Okay, so how are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this? I think it's farming time. Because we could still recover the souls, even after we died out here. You are not prepared. Also, fucking ow, that hurts. I am gonna do something though, real quick.
Greetings.
No, that's not it. Meanwhile, on this one, we'll go for the Angelic Chaos. Because now we will have the Unfocused Leviathan. Yep, we just need lurkers. And honestly, that lifesteal on this weapon is not that effective. It's more effective on the lightning one. Yeah, but sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do. That's just part of life. Yeah. Wait, what am I doing? I don't need to fucking farm. I could just open up all the clusters I have and all the clumps. Why am I even bothering with the hard way? Alright, so...
What? This will be fun for both
Just
of
grab
us.
2 levels off of here. And fill that one up as well.
As you
Generating
wish.
common salt.
Please take your time.
Go to the Maker's Forge because we haven't actually upgraded in a while. And I do want to use that lightning spear a hell of a lot more. The Lance of Fury. Come on, old Thane.
Well met, aiming to lay down a mighty hurt. Didn't think it was possible. Some of my best.
We're gonna be... We have the Barbs of Scorn pretty much as a base weapon. Let's just upgrade
What
that as well.
Beautiful. Didn't think it
There we
was
go.
possible. Interesting. All right. Let's see what I can do for you.
Is it more worth going for making this a farming Leviathan? Or is it better to make it more of a sustained Leviathan? Yeah, I know, right? I know, right, Graphic? How could you ever look at this? How could you look at this environment and say, this is a potential 7 out of 10? Like, how could you possibly look at this lighting effect or this fire effect and say, how is this good? Or this music, this god-awful music that just soothes your soul.
Well met,
God.
Fury. All right. Let's see what I can do for you.
Are we being a bit sarcastic? I'm actually just gonna do that.
Didn't think it was possible. But
I
now,
did.
You're even deadlier.
We don't have any more demonic artifacts. Fuck it, angelic.
Oh, what
We're making this thing a
beautiful
regeneration
habit to read
boost.
that.
It's like it's a 1 out of 10. Like, how could you ever give this game anything higher than that? Sorry for anyone who hasn't been here for that bit, but Jesus.
Greetings. Please take your time.
Yes. Yes, because we totally don't want improvement in our games. Forgot about him. Holy shit, this thing hurts now. Oh yeah, shit. Oh yeah, they're being torn apart at this point. This is a boring combat system, right? So boring. Yep. But sometimes that can backfire. Because sometimes you really do need to see if anyone's actually found a problem with the game. Alright. So I got wrecked. No, it's the game's fault. It's not like I got cornered by my own stupid volition. Exactly. Please don't know. Never happened. Kaboosh! God. Let's deal with this guy first. Kinda like how I just wrecked his face. Oh, Jesus! La 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 la. No, my souls are inside of you.
He left to taunt you. Kill you? We're therefore taunted.
Nope. Heal. Ugh. Devil's in the details.
No one blood back here.
Okay, just keep behind him. Just the fact that these guys are just like shimmying along to like compensate for the weight, it's just kind of like
For the century.
I just want to deal with this guy. There we go. Arr. And I just love the design of these bosses. Like, they're colorful, they're vibrant. When even IGN has a bigger score than you do.
Kill you?
But yeah, fire is definitely the way to go against this guy. Ah! Okay, that I don't really understand how that hit me. But whatever. What is that blinking? Boosh.
The least you can do is momentarily entertain me.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, I think I'm gonna need this. Yup. Good call. No, no, don't you get it? It's a 1 out of 5 on the PS4. No, in general, it's not like you could potentially have some bugs in a certain system. No, no. You're just being apologetic. dodged too early. No. Damn it. This fight is really hard. Actually, no, it's not that it's hard, it's that he has a lot of health. So I have to whittle through it all. Average, that was a hard fight. Wow, and I haven't had one. Seriously, not a one. Not even a freeze. That just speaks volumes to the fucking PC version.
You realize this is futile, darling. Nothing matters. Lord is the jerk. Just give up now, baby.
Soul Harvester. Well. Nope. No. Heal up.
Hey, Fury. You're gonna make such a noisy mess. The least you can do is momentarily entertain.
I do actually want people to vote on that straw pile poll, by the way. Because this kind of came the fuck out of nowhere. Yeah.
You owe me a throne, but I'll settle for your head.
Okay, so he's gonna take a massive swing at me. Yep.
It hurts. For me. Has been well fed.
I don't know what you mean. God of War on PC was the best game of all time. I think we're just gonna have to farm up in a different area. You know what? Actually, no. We're gonna go for the other skull.
What would you ask?
Because I don't think I'm ready for
Take
that
your
one yet.
time.
Let's go for the Splintered Station and go from there.